The number 2 seed, Megan Fudge and Jack Munro, going up against Max Manthou and Christine Maddox. And as we already alluded to, you've got power, you've got precision. This matchup good enough to be a final, yet they're colliding in the quarters.
Yeah, you're looking at the 1 and the 4 seed. Tough quarterfinal matchup right there. Right now I think it can swing in either direction. If Manthou is on and he's stepping up, putting pressure and really ripping those forehands, it's going to be a difficult task for Fudge and Munro. But are they two of the best defenders and counters in the game? Yes. So look for Fudge and Munro to really counter those drives, counter the power coming from Manthou and Maddox, find the feet, and try to extend the points a little bit.
Max Manthou, 33 years old, from Washington. We already talked about the potential for Jack Munro to be an X factor. Is Christine Maddox there in the purple on the bottom of your screen, Megan Fudge in the white and blue at the top. Is this going to come down to a matchup between the women or a matchup between the men?
Ooh, that's a tough one right there. I'm probably going to say the X factor in this one is going to be the men. It's going to be, how much pace and tempo can Manthou insert into it, and also how much more aggressive is Munro going to be in mix compared to what we typically see him in men's. He usually plays a lot more aggressively, but it's also going to come down to who can put those points away after the females set them up as well.
This will be the third match for Manthou and Maddox. They had to play a round of 36. They haven't really been tested a ton in either of their first 2 matches, 5-1. The round of 16 we thought could potentially trip them up with Slutsky and Grambeau, who are coming off of that bronze medal in Fort Lauderdale. Maddox and Manthou getting through that one in 7-9. The second match for Fudge and Munro, they got a bye in the round of 32 based on their seeding and got past Maria Kloklatsky and Eric Paylett 5-4, so no trouble there.
Yeah, I'm actually just looking up the seeds list right now because this is a tough quarterfinals matchup. Yeah, Manthou and Maddox are actually the 7th seed in this one, so that makes a little bit more sense rather than a 1 and a 4 matchup. Typically, we see that in a semifinal. But
it speaks to
could Manthou and Maddox be a 4 seed? Absolutely. I think 4 through 8 is so close that those are almost interchangeable.
Well, it speaks to the broader depth across the fields that we've been talking about, especially in the singles draws where we've seen qualifiers make deep runs that shouldn't really be qualifiers. They just don't have enough points to make the main draw. But the fact that Manthou and Maddox are a 7 seed, you get these tournaments as we continue to go on here in 2025, and the field just gets better and better and better. And so now you're getting finals, semifinals caliber matches as early as the round of 16 or the quarterfinals.
Yeah, and like we already showed, Manthou and Maddox won gold in mixed doubles in Newport, and they came as a bottom seed solely because they didn't have any points. As this is the 3rd time that they're partnering together, Manthou has a few more points than Maddox does, but as they make deeper runs into the quarterfinals, semifinals, then their seed obviously is going to keep rising.
It's our first mixed doubles quarterfinal of the day on this Mixed Doubles Friday. Our Championship Sunday singles matches are already set. We will play this one all the way through to find out who will be joining them to play for a gold medal. Munro and Fudge coming off of a silver medal in Fort Lauderdale. They fell to Jill Braverman and Will House, who are the top seed here in Daytona Beach once again. And it was Howells and Braverman that knocked out Maddox and Munro in that quarterfinal back in Fort Lauderdale. As the players come back on the court, start your engines. Here we go. It is time to play here at Pictona. Chad, I'm going to get you a flag for Championship Sunday so you can drop it out of the booth and wave it.
Absolutely.
Who's going to be the track car is what I want to know.
Ooh. That's a tough one. I mean, there's plenty of kids running around here right now. We saw one of them out warming Munro up, actually, before this match.
Munro got a little action with a next-gen player in terms of warm-ups. So did Grayson Golden, who was out on championship
was
court.
Out there hitting with Grayson. Yeah, that's one of the beautiful things about pickleball is that you've got a 5-year-old running around playing. You've got the older generation out there playing. Everybody is more than happy to get out and hit a pickleball with anybody that's out there on the court with them.
Maddox and Manthou looking happy to be back out on court as they are first to serve here in this mixed doubles quarter. Long first point goes the way of Fudge and Munro, and if that's any indication, we're going to be here for a good hour and a half.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Just a little hesitation there from Maddox on that backhand attack.
And all of that just for a side out as Munro then misses the third.
But, yeah, you want to talk about defense. Two exceptionally good teams at defense out on the court right now, so don't expect too many quick points. That's trouble. Maddox is not going to miss a ball that is up above the net that she can take a full swing on.
So still no score yet. It's 0-0-1 with Maddox on serve. Nice pickup, but it goes wide. It's good placement from Fudge to push them on second serve.
Yeah, that was a good spot there. Manthou trying to creep up a little bit further. Fudge able to get that ball back behind him.
Time just a little bit short, but we've already seen a couple of lobs thrown up by Maddox to try and reset the point.
Yeah, we're still in the feeling out process, feeling it out stage right now. Trying to figure out strategy-wise how each team's going to play each other.
These are still relatively newer pairings towards the end of 2024 as that just missed long, so they've never played each other as pairs before. Just sails long as Fudge and Munro on the board.
I like that play there from Munro, initiating the pace early on, putting the pressure, the point slowed back down into a little bit of a dink rally, but then had the opportunity to be aggressive.
Miss serve there from Fudge, gives the serve back over to Maddox and Munro. And we saw Fudge struggle with that a little bit in singles yesterday. The ball kept jumping off of her paddle.
Jumping off the paddle, and I know there's been a couple of other players that have kind of had that issue as well. They just feel like the paddle's not gripping, and part of that's the humidity that we have here in Daytona this week.
Munro rather finding the feet of Maddox once again.
0-2.
Let's pick up.
Oh, nice hands there from Manthou.
Well, we have already seen some fantastic hands exchanges so far.
Yeah, these are going to be extended points as we continue on. We already talked about it, but
Miss serve. As the rallies continue to get extended, who does that favor?
whoever can get on top of the ball first.
Both teams comfortable in longer rallies?
Yes. Yeah, both teams are comfortable with the longer rally. I actually think Munro and Fudge probably a little bit more comfortable in the longer rally compared to Manthou and Maddox.
Why?
Manthou and Maddox typically play a little bit faster pace than what Munro and Fudge do.
No lack of pace there as Munro goes through the middle.
Yeah, excellent initiation of pace there from Munro. Got the shorter return, stepped forward with that third shot drive, and then didn't hold up.
2-1-2.
Long, side out. Maddox went up just a little short.
Yeah, just a little half step short right there for Maddox. Munro kind of floated the ball a little bit just to almost bait it. That's a good finish there from Munro.
So still a war of attrition early on.
2-1-1.
Again, Fudge pushes it long, so second server coming, still 2-1-2.
You have 2. Yeah, you're serving at 2 for the second serve. He should have served the first serve. You serve over there.
Just confirming the score in the serving positions.
Oh. There you go.
I'll call the score. 2-1-2.
Little uncoil from the stack here from Manthou and Maddox.
Munro steps over for the forehand winner.
Yeah, Munro, his ability to read the ball and really anticipate is continuing to get better and better.
Not saying something. Good job from Manthou. Caught the edge guard.
Yeah, and good speed up there from Manthou. Just a ball, that backhand from Fudge just a little bit high. It was still below the net, but Manthou able to roll it, and then you saw how quick it was with a 1-2 attack and counter.
Maddox nearly got it over. Second serve coming. Oh, miscommunication. We haven't seen that a whole lot from Manthou and Maddox.
No, and I was just watching that point, and right now, I think Maddox is a little bit more comfortable going cross court with her dinks and the softer balls, and because Munro, being the lefty, and Fudge is directly in front of Maddox, there's a slight hesitation as far as, you know, going cross court, obviously, but she's focusing on going straight ahead to Fudge, and it's kind of throwing off the movement, the communication, the timing for Manthou and Maddox.
Second serve.
So different look there. They'll go back to the standard stack now with Manthou on the left, Maddox on the right.
Oh, what do you have to do to win a point around here?
Try to get it down to the feet somehow.
And just like that. Oh, good.
No, I was going to say, if you give Fudge and Munro the opportunity to get a paddle on it, they're going to get a paddle on it.
Just like that, Munro and Fudge have opened up a 4-point advantage. It's 5-1-2. That time, Fudge can't make the pickup, moving through the court. Fudge and Munro continuing to push Manthou and Maddox back.
Ooh.
Manthou creating a little chaos.
Manthou all over the court right there. Good pressure, and a little bit of the uncertainty there is creating that.
But I think that's when he's playing at his best.
Oh, absolutely. Manthou in chaos mode, scramble mode.
It's dangerous.
Very much so.
Just caught the net cord, which was unkind, but Manthou and Maddox get one back.
5-2-1.
A pop-up off from the net cord leads to the easy put away for Fudge. A timeout on court as Fudge and Munro have opened up a 4-point lead. It is 6-1. You ever wonder how to find out what your UTR pickleball rating is? Let us tell you how. First, go to utrsports.net and select join. After entering your email, password, and information about yourself, you will be asked your preference of pickleball or tennis content, or both. Next, you will be asked a few questions about your pickleball experience, the amount you play, your experience level, and your USA Pickleball rating to determine an estimated UTRP rating. You will then be given an estimated UTRP pickleball rating, and that is only the beginning. Find and play both recreationally and competitively near you. Sign up today at utrsports.net. Max Manthou and Christine Maddox trailing Jack Munro and Megan Fudge by 4 here midway through game number 1. And they were just doing their break that we've seen them do over the course of the last 3 tournaments, where they look at each other, they bounce, and they say, clear heads, fast body.
Quiet
minds.
Quiet mind.
I was close. I was not close.
Fast body.
Clearly, I do not have a clear head.
Well, we were talking about it for us because we mimicked their actions right there a few months ago. For us, it's more fast minds, quiet body.
The day that I have a fast mind. Oh.
It looks like that ball was just long.
Oh, no,
it was in.
8-2-2.
Come on. Hold on. We said second serve and then 8-2-2.
No,
Yeah.
I'll recall the score 7. The ball was in. I'll recall the score. I will call.
So confirmation the ball was in. It is 7-2-2.
Yeah, good
Maddox
spot.
goes through the middle.
that's a half inside out there from Maddox.
How surprised are you that Maddox and Manthou have had this much trouble scoring against Manthou or against Munro and Fudge?
Not that surprised, just because how good the defense is of Munro and Fudge, but also Munro is definitely being a little bit more aggressive than what we've seen from him. Right there.
That was a nice medium-paced ball.
Yeah, good reach in there from Munro. Just slid that one through the middle. But I will say the tempo and the intensity coming out of Maddox and Manthou is way lower than what we usually see coming from them. So that was better. Yeah, that was a better attack, better pace right there. And that's the pace and tempo that we see coming from them in mixed doubles. So look for them to continue with that, try to pick up the intensity.
Well, the last 2 points that they've been able to score have come off of those little scramble modes, those aggressive takes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, caught on the hip. Maddox may have hit an out ball in the middle of that, but man, what a rally.
I mean, there are even a couple of change-ups there in the middle of that
so
point.
Good.
You saw Munro and Manthou kind of jumping, lunging at what looked like an attack ball.
Missed third from Fudge. And really compounding the scoring issue for Maddox and Manthou is the fact that Fudge and Munro haven't been making many errors. They've played very clean so far.
But that's typical for Munro and Fudge. You're never going to see a lot of errors coming out of their side.
Five-point lead. It's the largest of the match. Ooh, little Ernie right through the middle.
Yeah, just deep though.
Manthou called it himself. One of those accurate line callers. Oh, it was a good idea.
Yeah, just overhit it.
Oh, how did he pick that up? That's ridiculous. Get out. Oh, are you kidding? This is insane.
Yeah, but those are excellent speed ups there from Fudge.
Yeah.
2 times. Had the speed up down the line. Somehow Manthou scrambles, gets a ball back in. Munro had a couple of good pickups, and then Maddox just gets that final ball to be able to split the middle. It was that.
Just dropped a fraction of an inch.
Surprised he didn't drive that one again.
Or maybe just a bit of hesitation on the part of Manthou.
Yeah.
Indecision there from Munro. Sent it long.
Well, Munro was going to reach in and roll that one, and it dropped a little quick. So he had to try and start a step and get some distance, some separation from that ball, but it just got too far behind him. Oh, it's into.
Yep. Oh, that's not.
It's a little almost Padel-esque right there from Munro. Just a cut volley up high.
A good little run, though, for Maddox and Manthou. They're back within 4. Still need a stop if they want to keep themselves in this first game, as Fudge and Munro within 2 points of taking it.
Yeah, good ball there from Fudge. Taking it out of the air, aggressive with the cut. Manthou not able to catch up to it.
Brings up a game point, and Maddox and Manthou want to take a timeout to talk it over. We will take a quick break as well. Don't go anywhere. Fudge and Munro on the precipice of taking the first.
16 years from today.
Welcome back. Megan Fudge and Jack Munro 1 point away from taking game number 1 in this first mixed doubles quarterfinal. It was a war of attrition early on. Points were hard to come by, and then Fudge and Munro making a little bit of a run, and they haven't been tested since. Comfortably now ahead 10-5. Fudge pushes it long on the forehand volley. Second serve coming, so still a game point.
Yeah, Fudge just a little handcuff there from the attack from Maddox. Wasn't able to get on top of that ball. Ooh, good spot.
Great roll from Fudge. Finds well within the court as Fudge Munro take game number 1, 11-5.
Yeah, just actually catches the paddle there. Maddox, and we'll take a break and be back with more action.
People play pickleball for exercise, competition, or to hang out with friends. What your reason is doesn't matter to Gamma. What matters is that you play, that you enjoy playing with passion, and you have so much fun you can't wait to play again. At Gamma, we offer paddles perfect for all levels, including yours, because pickleball is about you, the player, and what feels right. Pickleball is your game. Make Gamma your paddle. Play to live, live to play. Gamma Pickleball.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour.
Sixteen years from at AARP volunteer and community events. They'll keep Greg active, involved, and mischievous, and help make sure his happiness lives as long as he does. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
On the screen to get your instant discount. Crowd filling in here on Championship Court at Daytona on this mixed doubles Friday, the first of 4 quarterfinals coming your way as we get set to set our Championship Sunday matchup. The singles matches already ready to go.
We're set to set the setups of the
Yeah,
setup.
that was on purpose, believe it or not.
Ooh, just missed deep there. Not a bad speed up there from Maddox, but just a little too flat. Trying to go elevated into the body there of Fudge.
And 2 quick points for Fudge and Munro after they took game number 1, 11-5.
Oh,
Elevated ball makes for the easy put away. Right now, Fudge and Munro rolling.
Yeah, friendly net cord there for Fudge and Munro. Unfriendly for Maddox and Manthou, but set up for the easy overhead.
Pulled it wide again.
That's a situation where Manthou wishes he was a couple of inches taller, because he went for the Ernie and just was a little too far out of reach, didn't get enough paddle on it.
Better spot there for Manthou. Forces the side out, but not before Fudge and Munro rip off 4 straight.
Yeah, good start there for game number 2.
But if you're Maddox and Manthou, you have to find a way to string together some points.
Oh, you got to answer right here. Well,
they get a little bit of a gift there off the missed return.
1-4-1.
Ooh.
Second serve.
Just deep.
1-4-2.
Oh.
Ooh, just out.
Maddox played some ridiculous defense.
That ball right there.
That one.
Maddox staying low, somehow getting a paddle on it, extended the point.
And made for a great limbo.
How low can you go?
Lower than both of us, for sure.
I'm not getting back up off the ground. Oh, Fudge was sitting on that forehand right there. Excellent anticipation from Fudge off of the Maddox speed up. Did not get cheated on that forehand at all.
A 5-1 lead for Fudge and Munro here in game number 2. And a timeout taken from Maddox and Manthou as it's a 4-point advantage. And Chad, if you're Maddox and Manthou, it's been a struggle as Jack Munro, everything on their side looking pretty easy street right now. But for Maddox and Manthou, you have to make a change at some point. What should that change be?
Well, and Maddox has tried to take the initiative and be a little bit more aggressive on some of her shots. I think, just needs to pick some better balls, especially when you're going against the defense of Fudge and Munro. You have to really hit your spot perfectly. But, we saw it toward the tail end of game 1 there a little bit, where Maddox and Manthou picked up the tempo and the intensity. I think they just have to come out and try to play at a little bit faster pace. Usually it's Maddox or Manthou that are initiating and being the first to speed up, but Munro has been doing an excellent job of being that one to be aggressive and start the hands fight, and Fudge and Munro are coming out on top.
That time Maddox can't make the pickup. Another point. Push just wide. Second serve still to come.
But also the difference right now is Fudge and Munro are being much more aggressive on their things. They're moving the ball around. Maddox and Manthou kind of just pushing the ball back. They're not putting a whole lot of pressure on Fudge and Munro, so that's allowing them to really dictate the kitchen line as well.
Too much there for Munro, so Maddox and Manthou able to get back on serve. But again, similar story to game number 1. Have to find a way to score some points. They've been tough to come by and only one apiece.
Look out.
That's a point.
Look out. Right now, if Catalano was in the booth, he'd be screaming. He's scared of the Christine Maddox overhead. And
That wasn't even really an overhead. That was just a strong forehand volley.
I mean, if you want to call it that. It was above his shoulder. We'll give.
It wasn't full extension, and then a missed return there from Fudge. So back-to-back points for Maddox and Manthou, and sometimes
We'll
big
just
balls.
call it a put away.
Put away, yeah. Emphatic.
3-6-1.
And all of a sudden, it seems like that put away from Maddox has reignited something for that duo.
I mean, this is full swing right here. Manthou was not going for the court at all, going into the body of Munro.
Longest scoring run of the match is Maddox and Manthou back within one.
Yeah, Fudge trying to go.
Timeout taken by Fudge and Munro as their 5-point lead has been reduced to 1. We'll step away as well. Don't go anywhere.
People play pickleball for exercise, competition, or to hang out with friends. What your reason is doesn't matter to Gamma. What matters is that you play, that you enjoy playing with passion, and you have so much fun you can't wait to play again. At Gamma, we offer paddles perfect for all levels, including yours, because pickleball is about you, the player, and what feels right. Pickleball is your game. Make Gamma your paddle. Play to live, live to play. Gamma Pickleball.
Welcome back. Christine Maddox and Max Manthou on a 4-point run. They have cut what was a 6-1 lead down to just a single point. On serve at 5-6-1. And Chad, what's been the catalyst for them to be able to start dictating more the way that we expected them to be able to?
Well, like you said, it was kind of that put away from Maddox that almost ignited them a little bit. Manthou and Maddox have been a lot more aggressive since that point. And they're taking some risks. They're trying to increase that tempo. They're being more aggressive. I mean, Manthou went big into the body of Munro. So look for them to try and come out and be a lot more aggressive here.
What's similar to what we heard from Daria Walczak yesterday after her women's singles semifinal when she got down by 7 points against Amanda Hendry. She said, if I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose on my own terms. So I just decided to be aggressive.
Go. Oh, Munro with the hand.
So good.
Fudge had backed up away from the kitchen line here. You see Munro steps forward. That was a full swing from Manthou.
Tied at 6.
A good attack, good speed up there from Manthou. But again, the difference of whether you're hitting a linear ball or whether you're able to hit an up-down ball. Good pressure volleys there. Keeping Manthou pinned back behind the baseline.
So finally a side out, but not before Maddox and Manthou erased the deficit completely.
Yeah, I like
Body
it.
bag.
Two big backhand, one-hand backhands there from Fudge. Into the body of Manthou. Goes right hip and then left hip.
Fudge just moving a little bit there through the transition zone.
Yeah, it's got caught. Ooh, the feet still moving there. Good reach in there from Maddox to take that out of the air.
Oh, Manthou couldn't get out of the way.
I think a big thing there for Megan Fudge and the difference in or an improvement in her game that we're starting to see. She's doing a lot more one-hand backhand there and taking a full swing and being very aggressive with it. Oh,
yeah, I'd be scared of that overhead too.
Tried to pick it up on the half volley there. It's just a good spot there from Maddox.
6-8-1. Just long.
But again, the big thing here from Fudge is that ball pops up, and watch her slide. She slides to the left, clears the body, is able to get a solid counter on that forehand.
Well constructed with the lob, and then Manthou finishes.
That ball landed right on the line.
You couldn't have placed it any better.
No. Good leave.
And too much on the forehand from Manthou. They get back one.
Yeah, Manthou trying to run up, be aggressive on that, but just a little too much lift. Wasn't able to get the shape he wanted.
A good idea, just couldn't execute it. And another point, the issue for Maddox and Manthou is they haven't been able to get consecutive stops to get back on serve.
Yeah, Maddox is just a little flat-footed there. It was a good drop from Munro, but it didn't put a whole lot of pressure on.
Oh, great spot there from Manthou.
Well, and that's a really good spot there from Manthou. Again, you'll see Fudge slide to the left a little bit. Munro's coming over, taking middle, and then he goes back behind him. Yeah, Jordan. Yeah, Maddox. Manthou.
Oh, Manthou went for the speed up, but caught the tape, and it brings up match point.
Oh,
Munro slides it on the backside. He and Megan Fudge are through in straight games. We will hear from them when we come back here on Championship Court.
You're 0 for 15 against your daughter because of your toenail bruises and blisters. But she doesn't care because she's got the win. So what do? You get RTP socks with small grip pads inside and out. Your feet will be planted and pain-free. So the next time you can show her that her old man still got it. Nice shot.
And that would be a W for me.
Shouldn't have told you about those socks.
Yeah, that's what you get for holding out on me.
Double or nothing.
All right.
Road to Pro, official sock of the APP Tour.
The BioFreeze USA Pickleball National Championships. November 10th through the 17th in Mesa, Arizona. Designed for pickleball's best. Amateurs and pros alike. 14 tournaments. 14 opportunities. Find your golden ticket tournament. Earn your title.
Nothing brings us together like Eggland's best eggs. We love the taste, always so fresh and delicious, plus superior nutrition. For us, it's eggs any style, as long as they're the best. Eggland's best.
The APP is sponsored by Road to Pro. Unlock your potential with the official sock of the APP Tour. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs. And Pro XR, official paddle of the APP Tour.
Let's take a look at the Zimmer Biomet recovery moment of the match. Just when you think you have Fudge and Munro in trouble, Munro, a little flick there, back behind Maddox. So we have our first quarterfinal in the books. It's Fudge and Munro moving forward into the semifinal. Fantastic performance by them. And they're courtside with Dorian Kraft with our Franklin post-match interview.
Chad, thanks so much. Megan, Jack, you guys are moving on to the semifinal. We have seen the quality of these draws improve tournament after tournament. Every match is getting tougher, but you guys came out on fire. You played really well from the beginning. What was the game plan going in against Max and Christine?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we knew they were a fantastic team. We had played them in nationals just in December, and they caught us off guard, so it was time for us to be prepared walking in. Jack did a phenomenal job bringing the energy, amazing hands, and bringing a show out here, so it's always fun to play with him. But definitely credit to Max and Christine. They're a fantastic team, and I'm sure we'll see more of them.
Jack, you mentioned the last match that you guys played against Max and Christine. What was the biggest adjustment that you made from that one to this one?
Knowing when to be aggressive. I think, honestly, we focused a little bit more on making more balls, and it helps when we're playing in Florida humidity. But, yeah, being a little bit more consistent and knowing when to speed up rather than, just green light everything. I'd say that was probably the biggest adjustment.
Well, we saw it play off to your benefit. You guys are moving on. Congratulations. We will see you later coming up in the semifinal. Don't go anywhere. We still have 3 more quarterfinals here on Mixed Doubles Friday.